Good morning. It is Wednesday, April 1st, and no joke, we're all still in isolation, but it's a sunny day and we're starting a new project. It's creating with words and pictures, and there will be 5 parts to this project. And so we're going to start with some overview today about language skills and things that we need to know because we're going to be writing a story. Of course, that is something that I love because as an author, writing stories is very close to my heart, and I'm working on a new book, so this is fun for me too. So we're going to start by looking at genres, which are writing categories. Lots of different ways to explain what a genre is, and if you did a little research to find your own definition, that would be great. Let's look at a few. So again, you can take a screenshot or just, you can come back to the video. So genres, there's so many different categories. I've listed a few here: adventure, romance, horror, thriller, historical, realistic. All of these are different ways that you can look for books that you like. You look for the genre. And I would like you to do a little research yourself today and come up with at least 3, if not more, genres that you can add to this category. Okay, so once you've done that, then we're going to look at the core parts of writing. And we need to understand these because we're going to refer to them as you're writing your story. So the first one is setting. That is dealing with the place that you've set your story and the time. Not just the time of day, but is it in the past? Is it set in the future? Is it taking place over a long period of time or just an afternoon? Characters, always like to think of how they look and what their personality is like. Then we're looking at the main idea or the big theme. And I'll explain more about that in a second. And finally, the plot, which deals with a problem and a solution. And we deal with that through our beginning, our middle, and our end. So again, you might want to take a screenshot of this so that you can refer to it as you start to write your story. So let's go back to that main idea for a minute. The big theme in a story. So we can have lots of different plots, lots of different storylines, but often we only have a couple of really big themes, and we see them over and over again in different plots. So for instance, the Star Wars movies, Pokemon, even Beauty and the Beast, very different plots, but all of them deal with the same main idea or theme about friendship and coming together as friends to help each other. Yes, there are some other themes as well in all of those, but that would be one you could see in all of them. So that's something you want to think of in the back of your mind when you're writing your story. And sometimes thinking about the main idea can be a good way to give you an idea for how you're going to create your plot. Okay, so what we're going to do, I wrote out your project for the next couple of days. So again, if you want to just take a screenshot of that so that you can see what I'm going to be talking about. So what you are going to do first is choose a genre for your story. So you want to think if you want it to be a mystery or a romance or adventure. So think of that first. And then I want you to come up with 3 characters. You can have more, but at least 3. Because we're going to be doing something with this after. So at least 3 characters, and they don't all have to be humans. They can be animals. And remember in Beauty and the Beast, if you saw that movie or read that book, that a lot of the objects come to life. So you can explore that in your story as well. And think of your plot. It has to have a problem that can be solved. So some kind of things, for instance, Maybe you throw a party for a friend and there's going to be a problem that happens and you have to figure out the solution together. Or a famous person comes to visit. Maybe a video game comes to life. You can't steal the idea, but if you think of A Night at the Museum, the movie with Ben Stiller, that kind of idea. Or you make a huge discovery. So possibilities are endless, and have fun with that. Think of something, creative. Create your own action hero. Then you have to think of your setting. It can be in your dream room, and I have seen some great dream rooms, by the way. The floor plans are excellent. Some Lego that was built to create them, and keep all of that because you're going to be using in this. So the setting for your story would be great if it was your dream room because that would actually help. But it doesn't have to be. It can be anywhere you like. And you also want to think, are you setting this in present day, or is it the future? Is it happening over a long time, or is it just something that happens in the morning or an afternoon or an evening? And finally, you want to have at least one paragraph, which is at least 3 to 5 sentences. No less than 3 sentences, okay? One paragraph for the beginning, one paragraph for the middle, and one paragraph for the end, at least. But if you get into your story, then definitely write more. Please write more. Okay, so we're also going to be looking at the 4 times table today. So try to be practicing that. And take your 20 minutes to read. It might help you, give you ideas for creating your story. So it is Wednesday today. I'm going to give you a couple of days to work on this. And I hope you have some great ideas. I look forward to hearing them. And we'll see you again on Friday. Bye.